Hello, Sagittarius. This is Barda with Roosters, Peacock, and I'll be doing your June 15th through the 21st general intuitive reading. I hope everybody's doing well, and as this gets going, go ahead and take the pieces and parts and leave the rest for somebody else. All right, I was going to, as usual, I usually say what's spinning in the atmosphere for you, but you've got cards already falling. All right, any more cards for Sagittarius? All right, I'm gonna keep it that way. All right, Sagittarius, you've got one card that wanted to fall, no more wanted to fall. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not a whole lot going on in your atmosphere, but what it does, I can tell you right now, it's focused around family, friends, lovers, and how you love, who you love, what you love, all of it. That's what it's about. The number 2 is standing out, so there's definitely more than one person than just you that is involved in either your thoughts or your actions. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right, I'm going to do it a little bit different way here. All right, show me some cards for Sagittarius, please. Says sure. Oh boy. I'm going to tell you right now, if there was a situation where you thought that you're feeling upside down in, yep. Okay, awesome. If you have a situation in the past, and this feels like the past to me, it really truly does, or you're going to be putting it in the past behind you very quickly. Anyway, what I'm looking at is we've got the Fool upright, and we've got a bunch of cards that are reversed. I think you're looking at stuff in a different light this week. Seriously, I don't think it's just this week. I think this, again, is another zodiac sign that, especially with the summer solstice that's coming, you're feeling the change. You know, it's not just about wanting change. Now, if you haven't made the change yet, trust me, all you got to do is just put, it's coming. It's going to come in fast. It's going to come in like a hurricane. But here's the thing, excuse me. But here's the thing is I really think you're kind of thinking out a lot in your head this week. And that's, what, I've noticed that with a lot of zodiac signs, especially this week, is there has been a lot of really thinking stuff out. But I think that if you're not in a situation right now, you will be here pretty soon. Family, friends, or lovers, it's showing me the number 2. So there may be somebody special here. We've got the wealth card, and it's not just about wealth. It shows me a card and it shows me a building in this picture. But here's the thing is this is about rebuilding. This is rebuilding, and you're going to be rebuilding with the right people. That's what I get. Or you're rebuild. That's what I'm getting. You're rebuilding. You're rebuilding yourself. You're not just rebuilding. You could be rebuilding. You are rebuilding your life. But I mean, physically, you may be having to rebuild stuff. You may be having to literally just kind of. It's kind of like I don't know if you're necessarily starting over. That's not what the focus is on. The focus is how you're going to be viewing it, where you're sitting now. And if you, at this current time, if you're not feeling like this, it's coming very soon. This one right here, like I said, is wealth, love affair, union of lovers or friends. And we've got the Fool. Now, the Fool to me instantly would be a brand new beginning. But when I first saw this card, you're not dealing with foolish situations or foolish people anymore. And that's why your wealth, which would be, it's not just about money, but yeah, it is about money as well. But this is the whole package that you've been working on. This is what you're leaving in the past. Okay. All right. Let's look at what you're leaving in the past. Now, normally I don't read all cards reversed, especially these. But here's the thing is the way this presented itself, I certainly am. So the first card that is reversed is challenge. I think you're overcoming a challenge. The next one is the woman of the world, excuse me. And to me, instantly, it was either you or somebody else that had, the woman of the world is somebody who has to dress immaculately, has to have the best of best. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But this is being left in the past. Okay. This is not current. This is something that you're sitting here. It is rolling around in your head this week. Here and there, but you're closing a door. There is a lot of zodiac signs that are closing doors, and they're not going to reopen them. For some reason, I hear you're nailing that bit shut, and you are not opening it again. And yes, I do cuss once in a while. All right, so we've got stop, look, and listen. It's reversed. I think a truth has been revealed here. You saw it for what it was. Yep. And for some of you, this is definitely somebody around you, but this is the past. It's like I want to push these cards. See that right here? I'm going to push them over here. We're not even going to have those in the readings because here's the thing: is this is what you've overcome it. I don't necessarily think it's something you're not facing. I think it's something that you're just no longer going to give a lot of thought to. People, places, things. Currently, you're focused on your wealth. And I don't think it's just, let me see. Yay. I don't think it's showing me hearts everywhere. So maybe there's a reason why somebody might have stepped into your life that's actually made your heart open. Others of you, family, friends, lovers, however it applies, just hanging out with friends, getting out and about. It's more about you feeling more about yourself. You're focused on the grander things, and it's not just necessarily all about, everybody has to have money. This is not all about what you can get. That's not what this is about. This is actually about, it feels like rebuilding. And some of it is actually material and obviously would be physical. There's definitely, I feel it's all combined, even though I'm not seeing those cards at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of hearts. We've got the Four of Hearts, marriage, satisfaction, and love, family, relationships. I really think it's going to settle into a nice little, for some reason, I just heard niche as well. You may be actually, I'm not seeing it here, but I did get that. If a niche, that's what came up. If you have a certain niche that you're wanting to do, you may come together with somebody else. You may partner up with somebody else. Yeah. Yep. The hobbies may actually turn to be quite lucrative for you. Okay, so that was just a side thought. But anyway, looking at the marriage, satisfaction, and love, family, relationships, we've got the love affair, union of lovers or friends, however this applies to you. When I first looked at this is definitely a new beginning. But when I first looked at it, it's going to apply to some of you. You've overcome a fool. That's what I think. Or somebody thought you were a fool. And this is the past. See, there's some thoughts of the past here, but that's the past. But the other way I see this card, and since I put it in the future over here, this is a brand new beginning. This is like the Fool card of the tarot. This is a brand new beginning. You're taking a leap of faith around this. You're taking a leap of faith not just in yourself, but in other people around you as well. It is not just going to be you. There is more than just you here involved. Some of you I keep hearing partnering up. However that applies to you. That's what I'm getting, definitely. All right, let's see here. Show me a little bit more for Sagittarius for this week. Aha. Oh yeah, you're going to be riding with a different suit and a different attitude. That's what I feel. I think it's already in the works. Oh yes, certainly are. Yep, this is what you're coming out of. The Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, so there's many meanings for these different cards, but I want to go directly to the Ten of Swords real quick, because the Ten of Swords, it shows the Ten of Swords and a person's back and all the way down their body. This is a completion. Something has come to an end relatively recently in your life, or is coming to a complete end. And here's the thing is, your future looks good though. It does look good. No matter how it may apply to you, this one right here is what I want to focus on over and over and over again, which is wealth, which is actually building. I keep seeing carpenters building. That's what I keep seeing. You're building something new. You're building it with somebody. If you're not doing this, this is your heads up that this is coming. Family, friends, or lovers. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be what I call romantical. It actually can be with friends. It can actually be with family as well. But this is solid. You're not sitting here. This one right here, even though there may have been hardships, and there may still be hardships that are sitting here kind of rolling around you a little bit, I think you're coming back up. Because I think in the past, this Ten of Swords, even though I put it here, it's something that's going to cloud the thoughts, I think. I want to put it in the past here, because here's the thing, is I think you're going to be putting this down. If you've been taken down with the Ten of Swords, and like I said, there's many meanings, but what I'm seeing is basically stabbed in the back, betrayed, down the lowest you can go in a situation. Okay, this is the past. Or at least this is where you're quickly going to be putting this, all right? You're going to be focusing. I think you're going to be dusting off. I see you metaphorically in my head dusting off the dust off of your clothes. And you're ready to, you're not staying down. And for whatever reason, I do feel that somebody or somebodies in the past thought that you were going to stay down. I think people, I don't think it's that you're too nice of a person. I think they perceived you as a different person, and they got to see the real version of you, whether it was hidden or it was just something that they just didn't see. Well, they really got a taste of it. You're actually you're walking away from this. It is. Okay, let's just say it is a current situation. You are not going to stay here. You're not going to stay here. You're not going to keep rolling stuff over in your head. It's just not. Throughout the week, you may have a few things that you're going to be rolling over your head, but you're not going to do it very long because you are focused 100%. That's what I feel. It's like it's going to be 100%, especially around the solstice, or excuse me. Well, it started peaking at the solstice is when it's going to be happening. Yep. So yeah, that would be the very last day of this reading. Things are shifting. And here's the thing is it's not going to be, you won't be wrapped up in the past. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is charging forward. Now, there's many meanings for this as well, but intuitively what I'm getting is this is charging forward and wearing a different suit. You're seeing stuff in life. You're going to be feeling different. You won't be sitting here feeling like you were in the past. That's what I get, because that was a complete end. And if this complete end, say if there is a complete end that ends for you this week, it almost feels like the past to me. I can't even say it's this week. What I'm going to say is you're going to put it very quickly in the past. You are not going to sit there with it. Okay. But anyway, you are looking at life in a whole different spectrum. Sagittarius, huge difference. We've got the Queen of Cups. It has many, many different meanings. But see, the cups also represent love. Okay, family, friends, lovers. Now there's, like I said, the Queen this could represent a woman. It can represent a whole bunch of stuff. But what I'm seeing is just the symbolism of how you're going to be presenting yourself. Okay, you're going to be much more open-hearted. And I'm not saying that you're going to sit here and trust every single person, but there's going to be a situation that literally, family, friends, lovers, that is going to open your heart back up. That's what I feel. Yes, back up again. That's what I get. Okay, it's not necessary. Yeah, okay. Do you see that? Love. All right. This is not just about one person. So if you currently don't have somebody in your life, I'm going to tell you, it's family. Well, here's the thing is we all somewhere have somebody in our life, even if we don't think we do. Even spiritually, there's somebody always watching. But here's the thing. I think in the past that feels correct. Tsunami, it's reversed. This is the past. You're leaving this behind. You're going to drop it like hotcakes, man. And you are focusing on the here and now and moving forward. And if you haven't had this develop in your life yet, you're going to be, your heart's going to be feeling quite happy and you're going to be feeling more balanced than you have in a long time. That's what I get. And you're going to be wearing a different, I'm not going to say a different face, because it's not like it's not two-faced stuff. This is actually presenting the side that maybe you couldn't show to somebody else, or let other people took and what's the word on that? They underestimated you. Yes, that's it. Okay. You want to see something here? And you guys watch me. Oh yeah, definitely grounding. We're gonna keep that one in purification. That feels right. What goes around comes around. Karma's been a big one, man. This deck right here is actually two decks. I accidentally put them together one time. I went ahead and left them together because they're double confirmation. Here's the past. This is tsunami, wake up call. It's reversed. I think you're leaving it in the past, or you're leaving it this week. That's what I think. Then we have the tsunami, wake up call. I think you're actually sitting here and I think you're going to kind of look back to the past just a little bit, but you're not going to stay there, because the whole situation was a total wake up call, and you're actually going to be taking and lifting yourself back up. But it's not just you. There's somebody around you that's actually helping, and you're going to lift each other up. Now, like I said, family, friends, or lovers. It doesn't have to be just lovers. Okay. The thing of it is, you're not going to go along this little journey yourself at all. All right. We've got the card waiting. Self-love. That's a big one, important right there, because I really think that this week, and I don't think it's just this week, this is something you've been working on, that you're going to be really setting with yourself, and self-love will take and develop, and it will settle in. We've got vision, looking towards the future. That's what I was seeing. Taking steps towards the future. And then you're going to take a leap. All right. This is not something, if you're looking for a confirmation on a jet forward or a change, this is it. Yes, 100%. It is going to be changing. It's going to be changing very soon if it hasn't already. But your mindset has changed, and you are literally leaving something big in the past. You're no longer going to be opening that door. All right, Sagittarius, until next week, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.